Okay, today is a horrible day in, So there's been a murder in Cebu City. A famous rapper named Range 999.
Yeah, his nickname.
Yeah, a local famous anyway. He has like 350,000 followers on YouTube. He has 1 million+ followers on Facebook. He has his fans, and he shot Mike, a friend of me and Jessa, on night to Sunday, so that was 17th of March. And yesterday, 19th of March, 2 days after the shooting, approximately about 4 p.m., he died. Yeah?
Yes, he died.
He died from the gunshot wounds. And, yeah. Me and Jessa, we met Mike and his...
girlfriend.
Yeah. Back then it was girlfriend, then it was like ex, and I think they were back together. At least they were hanging around each other, yeah?
Yeah.
Nobody really... It was... Let's call her girlfriend for this video, yeah?
Yep.
It feels correct. Because she is there now taking care of their daughter. Not their daughter,
his daughter.
His daughter, yeah. Mike's daughter. That he has from a previous relationship. Yeah. Was that from the time he was in the army? He was stationed in in Thailand? So I don't really know. But that's not why we're here anyway. We are here first of all to pay respects to Mike and his family, and to his daughter, which has had a very rough life so far already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. And now she lost her dad to a freak like that. Range 999. We're gonna come a little bit more back to what happened. You were pretty nice. You and his girlfriend went along pretty good while we were in Bantayan. We hung out quite a bit.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. We hung out quite a bit, and also we have this little meals here and there, and then he
went to beaches. We went to Virgin Island together.
Yeah. Island hoppings.
Had food together. I mean, the last people we had a dinner with or a lunch with there before we went back home was those people.
Yeah, with them.
And
we told them that if you want to visit, but that time we were living in Walboal, and we're offering them to come in Walboal because there's a school,
yeah,
beautiful beaches, has like everything, mall.
Because Mike wasn't sure where to settle down. He was kind of all over the place, trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And so back then they were just living in Bantayan, just relaxing, figuring out the next move. And they actually ended up moving to Walboal. So, unfortunately, that's about the same time as we moved away from Walboal.
Yeah,
but that's okay, because his daughter was already enrolled in school there. He was settling down in Walboal. And when me and Jessa finished building the house, we would all hang out, have barbecues, have a beer together, like normal people do when they're friends, right? And because we're building in neighbor city, like 20 minutes from his house, because his house is towards us. So unfortunately, that's never gonna happen now. It is very, very sad, the whole thing. Liam.
Excuse me, guys.
Yeah. We have a boy here. Needless to say, this is pretty devastating for me and Jessa, and obviously we feel very sad for his daughter, his girlfriend, his mama, the rest of his family back in the United States. His daughter is now probably gonna go back to the United States and live with her grandparents. I don't know, but I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. So let's there's been some horrible comments online after this whole ordeal, and I really want to set things right, because this is wrong. This is wrong on so many levels, and it pisses me off to no avail. How can people sit back home, know nothing about Mike, know nothing about the situation, sit there and lie blatantly about what happened. So let's start with a few comments here. So Mike has a child with a Thai woman, yeah?
Yeah.
Mike was a soldier, yeah?
Yeah, and if you saw a lot of people already seen the photo, the Thai woman and her son. He has a son with another second relationship with Thai. The photo you seen that was not the mother of the girl. It's as a stepmom, and he has past relationship again from another Thai. So, and also he said he already been divorced. So yes.
And I guess when Mike is awarded custody of the girl, which is not normal in any country, right?
Yes.
So if he is awarded custody of their daughter, it's pretty safe bet to say that that woman was not really wife material to begin with, and Mike shouldn't be blamed for a divorce that happened back in the days, and when that woman isn't even able to take care of their kid, right? Mike was the what's it called, the sole custody of the daughter. So stop being mean to him about being married and divorced. Maybe that woman wasn't really all that good if she can't even take care of her daughter, right? So think a little bit about that. So that was the Thai woman that he was married to. So another thing that a lot of, and this is not one comment, this is, I seen it yesterday, I seen it today in common fields under newspapers, in YouTube, especially on Facebook, yeah?
Yeah.
Especially on Facebook. So the thing is, they're saying he was harassing girls. Bastos, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. They say, without knowing exactly what was happening, right? They just hear rumors here and there, and then they take it as the truth. Because why not? Who does that? Who takes online rumors as truth?
The range says that too. That's what he said. That
Yeah, he said so Range used in his defense that oh God,
Mike harassing.
Yeah, Mike harassed the girls, yeah?
Yeah,
and touched the butt of one or two of them, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is what the range says.
Claim.
So, first of all, newsflash to all of you people out there who believe that blatantly. The girls in those bars are all about flirting with foreigners. I mean, I'm old, I'm fat, and even when Jessa sitting on the other side of the table, I had tons of girls trying to flirt with me, especially in one special place in Mango, yeah? Not mentioning names. But yeah, I mean, that is why a lot of them are there, to find a foreigner to spend time with. So Mike was a fairly handsome guy, yeah?
He's handsome, he's muscular.
He's handsome, he's muscular, he's an ex-soldier.
Sex box.
And it's not like it's not like what you call it, like it's not like workout muscles, it's like real muscles from doing hard chores, being in war, being like his body was rock hard, and some tattoos, beard, all of that things that Philippine girls drool about, right? So he was all that. And he in a bar like that, and the girls there, my bet is they were flirting with him. He might have reciprocated it with like a small slap on the ass or something. There's no disrespect in that if the girls started flirting, which is most likely the case here, but we have some other thoughts about that later, yeah? You want to do that now, or we take that a little bit later? Later?
Yeah.
Later. So, I can tell you one thing, and any sexual advances would have been from the girls, not from him to start with. Because I think he was kind of mending things with his girlfriend. I think he's probably there just having a few beers. He liked having some beers, being alone. It's like
Yeah,
he needed some me time. I need me time. He need me time. We foreigners, we're different. We're not built for all of that. People around us all the time. And we can have people around us. We just, nobody we know, just sit there and relax, watch life for a while. And he was probably doing that night. And I bet the girls were flirting with him. So Mark, oh, Jesus Christ, Mike's character is not like that, being slimy and sleazy and stuff like that. His girlfriend can attest to that. No matter how drunk he was polite to her and not like that, right? He was good like that. He was polite, addressed people properly. He did not display behavior like those suggested in online comments at all. As a matter of fact, Jessa, didn't you speak to someone that was in that bar that night?
No.
No. Oh, you read the comment online?
Yeah.
That supposedly been there when it happened?
Yeah. I read a comment online
and according to that person, he did nothing wrong, was quiet and relaxed. Well, what was he doing? According to that person, we of course cannot know.
This comment is, I don't know if it's true or I don't know, but this is what I read in comment. It says that he or she, I don't know, he or she said that the Mike was, the girls flirted with Mike because they said Mike is a generous guy, giving a big tip, and the girls flirted with him. That's what happened. So yeah, that's what I saw one of the comments. So I don't know the truth of that, but that's what it said, and that's maybe it's true because in a bar, because I've been in a bar when I was
before we had Liam.
Before having Liam, so
we were out partying.
We went out partying, and that was time too that Aksel was in Norway and I was partying, and I never been harassed yet. Foreigners will only touch you when you are showing the interest to them.
Yes, when you're flirting with them,
and that's what they're like starting to touch you too. Yeah, they think that was okay because you're flirting with them.
You're kind of giving permission and showing your interest, so we kind of show our interest back. Maybe a small pat on your ass, maybe holding around you while you're sitting, maybe taking your hand, but something. But depending on the nature of the talk, right?
But for myself, I never saw yet a foreigner just can like touch you right away without asking our permission, without knowing you.
And Mike would definitely not be one of them.
Yeah.
He was so polite in addressing. I mean, he was like, yes, sir. No, ma'am. Right? When he was talking to even us. I mean, Jessa is younger than him. She calls him ma'am. I mean, come on. So respectful.
To be fair, I never have touched him yet. I guess. I never been touching him.
You?
Yeah, like holding you to be. He's very like polite with.
Oh yeah. No, he's perfectly gentleman. He's no. I can't see that at all. But there is another story that goes around, and that goes a little bit something like that. Because Mike was there the night before too, and then the girl that obviously arranged, maybe would be interested in more than friendship, was flirting very openly with Mike. We don't know if this is true. This is also a rumor, but this is supposedly from people who've been there, you know. And we don't know. They could be as fake as all of those bad stories, right? Yeah. We're just telling you what we hear because we've been checking out a lot. And the whole thing could just be jealousy from Range, because yeah, I'm this big all-star rapper, very, very famous. And then comes an American guy, looks 10 times as handsome, because let's face it,
Yeah.
I've seen Range. I mean, he looks like a scared little kid that would break in half if Mike was gonna fight him, yeah? My God. So I guess Range come there to settle a score, bringing the gun, cause of the girl, and then so here's what happened. Mike got kicked by an idiot, and he didn't fight back. Lot of people gathered, and then Range come in his car, his blue car, tried to hit him a couple of times with the car. Mike gets enough, goes over there, determined. You can see it's enough. Enough is enough. He's gonna drag that driver out and tear him a new one. And I bet that little pussy, that little baby, Range 99, baby Range 999. I bet he got scared shitless and used his gun.
Yeah.
I bet that is what happened.
So, if you, some people says that maybe the degree of murder of Range 99 going to drop a little bit because maybe they called it a self-defense because you see the video, a Mike or a fam grabbing the driver from the car. But if you just watch the video of the accident, if you watch, you see there from outside, it's a lot of people. And where we start from someone, the red cap, kicking Mike.
Yeah.
And there's a car. It's Range 99 coming. You see that coming. And then stop. And then you can see they have like a stop. And then the car was backing. And then drove to Mike. He's trying to hit him.
He basically tries to hit him. Yeah.
But he never, I think he's never satisfied that Mike was not really injured badly. And that's what he...
Try it again.
Get the gun instead.
So you see the driver, he aims in for Mike and stops just before him, backs up, aims for him again while Mike is a little bit different. He turns the car to hit him. I don't know if he hit him a little bit. And then Mike have had enough. Now he's been kicked. He's been trying to hit twice with a car. He has an angry mob. You can see Mike is determined. So he was trying to get away from the situation. Obviously can't be done. I bet Mike was opening that door to beat the shit out of that driver. Who knows? But that would have been well deserved. And that little baby inside shitting himself when he sees what is done, and we sees Mike probably used a gun. He probably never meant to use it, only to scare him, but he already realized he's made a big mess and he's too scared to get his ugly face beaten. So he decides to shoot Mike. That's, I don't know, pure speculations, but that is...
Yeah, because the first video you seen him, he's like, they're very cool. He's putting his, like this, his arm in one of, I guess, his friends until he been kicked from the red cup.
Yeah.
And he never fight back.
He tried to get away, de-escalate the situation. He knows there are too many people to beat them all, but at least if he have to fight, no way out, at least he can beat a couple of them before he gets his ass whooped, right?
Yeah.
That's what probably would have been my thought too.
He's been an ex-soldier and
not only an ex-soldier, he's been in war, he's been in Afghanistan, he's been in special troops. He's highly trained.
Yeah, he never died in war, but someone just...
But he got shot by a punk ass here in Cebu City. Sucks. So let's move on. That is a little bit about that. So I have some comment on my profile. So a woman says, he should have stayed home with his wife or kid, not go out at night. Philippine people are not like that. This is something only foreigners do. Here is my reply to you, babe. This is guilt blaming the victim for going out to have a beer. He does not even have a Philippine wife. Why are you telling him that why are you telling us he has a wife? He don't have a wife. The kid is not from a Philippine girl at all. Try to convince yourself that that is true. That Philippine people are so much better than foreigners and not going out and having nightlife. One question though. While nightlife in US and most of Europe and definitely Norway, probably most of the world, is a weekend thing, like most of it is closed during weekdays, only open in the weekends. Here in Philippines, you have full house in all major cities pretty much every weekday. Like you can go to Display on Sunday, you can't do that in most countries. It is impossible if this is something Philippine people do not do. I mean, do they have open 6 or 7 days a week with no people in there? I doubt it. So sit there on your high horse, feeling that you're so much better than us foreigners. In reality, we don't party half the amounts that is partied in the Philippines. Just facts. Not hating on it, just facts. Anyway, so the rapper. Yeah, we talked about this already. The rapper said his female friends was harassed, and we already talked about it. And we talked a little bit about what we think might have happened instead of the story that come out have happened. He have 350,000 followers on YouTube, over 1 million on Facebook. I guess he lived a comfy life, yeah?
Yeah.
Probably made decent amount of money.
Decent.
Because he having that money, and he obviously has some sponsorships, he has concerts. So I guess he goes from a pretty decent, comfy life with helping his family and all of that. Because I know he helped his family with his money. And no, what, 20, 40 years in jail? I heard 20 years per bullet. I don't know what is true. We are about to find out.
Yeah. Well,
Down the road, I don't know how long time things like this take in Philippines.
yeah.
In Norway, it would probably be half a year before sentencing, because you have court date and trial and all of that. It takes time.
Takes time. I guess in Philippines, we really don't know, because, power is power, money is money.
Hope he can't post bail. I don't know if you have bail for murder cases. I see somewhere there's a story, I think I heard you this one, Fado? The story that he asked a friend for bail, so that means that he don't have money to post bail himself. Probably spending all he get, because, young and high on himself.
I don't know yet if
I don't know.
bailing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's bailing in murder cases anyways. So let's hope it's not possible anyways, no matter what. Let's just hope he get as many years as possible. The closer to 40 is better than closer to 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything that you read in comments or something that you want to add to this?
Oh, yeah.
You take your pick, because
So-
Jessa has been reading much more comments, because I can't read all of it. So this is Jessa.
This news is today is very warm news,
Yeah,
because it's
it's a juicy story to Filipinas.
yeah. So I read some people like posted it, and then I was reading in the comments, and I hate some of the Filipinos comments. Some of the says, "Oh, karma on him, because he's harassing someone. He shouldn't, like, you only heard one side of the story. You only believe what he said, and you never even really know what's really happened. Who knows if that's true or not? And in a way, killing someone is not the right thing to do."
I mean, killing someone for grabbing an ass, no matter what, is overreacting.
Yeah. And here's the thing, if the woman been grabbing in the hand and you feel that's disrespected, that's correct. But if you are the woman also, you should stay away, or call a bouncer, or call someone, or staying away, because you know yourself if that man is drunk, and someone says in the comment says, "Oh, I like what I search on, he is the rapist in his country, karma on him, because he is a rapist in the country based on my research." I'm like,
God.
have you even know, first of all, he got a custody in his child, that is a girl.
He would never get custody of a child if it was a
Yeah.
rapist. Come on now. How stupid are you?
And he got money from the government as a retired
Actually
wounded soldier,
Yeah.
something. So if he is a rapist, he will not get a custody. The government will stop his
funding. Yeah.
and he cannot travel to Philippines.
Obviously, rapists in US, they don't get. I don't
Yeah.
think they get passport to travel out of the country even.
How could you think that he will? How would you think that he can come to Philippines if he is the rapist? How would you think he got a custody? So maybe sometimes when you search, make sure it's correct, because you're like commenting, I'm not even thinking correctly to the person.
Maybe not pretend to be a private investigator when you're probably better at making bread to your husband.
Yeah.
My suggestion.
And to all that says, who will get the dead body of the guy? Who will? It's impossible. The girlfriend will take, because it's just a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like that's what is.
She don't have
Yeah.
finances to that. That will be family,
Yeah.
right?
So, as what I heard right now, to my dad, to the girlfriend says that her mother were coming to Philippines, and they're gonna proceed and fight for the case.
That's
And
awesome.
also, Mike is already a long time divorced. He's been divorced from his he have two. Last time he's married from a Thai, and he got divorced. And that's what he got a custody from the girl. And he was married again from a Thai. That the Thai was live in California. I think it was Sky. Her daughter told me. And the ex-wife was living in California. I think that was the girl. That's what his daughter told me, because before, when we are in the Bantayan, her daughter were a little bit talking a little bit, so she just sharing. And yes, so he is divorced as far as you know. So if you see some photos online by searching, so some people says the woman's bio says is a single mom. It's because they've been divorced, okay? Because this is not the Philippines. That's in US. Divorce is very fast and easy. No hassle.
Actually, it's a big hustle in the US, but it's doable.
Yeah. Nothing like in Philippines takes 10 years. So yeah.
Yeah. Me and Jess already started. Maybe 20 years now.
Yes. Looking for a lawyer for that.
No, but anyway, too serious to start joking this.
And I'm very sad that this is happening, because I know his daughter, she said to me that she now have friends where she's studying in Melbourne, and
she loves her new life.
Yeah, I know sometimes she's a little bit hard to handle. Last time with this, speaking of food or anything else.
She's kind of like her dad, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, stubborn. Stubborn.
And that's the only thing. We just hope that the family will get a justice, because I'm so sad for a girl, because that's the only thing she has.
That girl needs, first of all, she needs stability, and she needs someone who is patient with her, because she's stubborn, but she's cool. She's a cool girl, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so smart and so strong-willed, but she's a handful, yeah?
Yep.
Sorry, but you are, if you ever see this.
So sad.
But you're amazing.
Especially what happened to your dogs.
So
yeah. So to those comments, so please, if you're gonna do research, make sure it's accurate and correct. Cause
anything more?
No, I have nothing more.
You check here. So this is comments under a photo I published and I shared with our doll's family page. What is this saying?
That's the same thing as you.
We talked about it already. Yeah. Okay. Is it anything interesting down here? Just let me know. What is this saying?
That's what she said, that range was just get scared and don't know what to do. That's what I already told you. That he
Yeah.
said it's a self-defense.
Yeah, it's not self-defense when you try to run a guy over.
Yeah.
He's allowed to open the door and ask
Yeah.
what the frick is going on.
It will be self-defense. If Mike went in your car without you doing anything.
What is this? Interesting or not?
Yeah, no, that's already been talked about.
Okay. The face of the rapper is so insecure, I can agree on that. Looks like a scared little baby about to shit himself.
So all I can say with that guy is
Here. See original. Because the translation is...
so this is what I said.
Uh-huh.
They said the foreigner is like mayabang. What's the what is mayabang? What is the is that what is arrogant?
Well, they say that we are oppressing them.
Put it in the original. They said it means that the Mike is mayabang means in what is the opposite word is of coward.
Mike is I mean the opposite word of coward, like tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being tough, he said, because he dragged the range out from the car. He went to the car. The farm went to the car of range. That's what happened.
So Shai Ali Susu Jaim, I have an answer to you. Yes, after he was kicked by what I assume is a friend of Range, and after Range tried to drive him over not once but twice. Yes, I would also open that door and beat the shit out of the driver.
Yeah.
Luckily for Range, he got a gun to stop being beaten, but I think Range would prefer to be beaten than to spend 20, 40 years in jail.
Yeah.
So you, I don't like that question. What kind of, why you say like that? Let's move on. Justice served. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Wait, it's the original. What that say? Good one too, or? No?
Good. It's a good.
Okay. So in Philippines, it's really dangerous place. No, it's not. This happens everywhere. Philippines is still much more safe than a lot of countries. You have no idea how many killings we have in Norway every year, and that's supposed to be one of the safest countries. We have gangs. You won't believe how violent they are. They're crazy violent, probably more so than in the Philippines, because our penalty is kind of like being stuck in a hotel room for 20 years, right? It's not really that bad. So
if you're like people said, Ranch was protected their friends. Yeah, thanks to yourself that you're being a hero for protecting your friends, if that's true or not. But when you went in jail, your friends will not be there for you.
Oh, they will not. I bet most of Range's friends is money friends. They disappear like the wind when the money is gone, yeah?
Yeah.
He probably don't have many friends. Look at him. He looks like a derailed, overgrown boy.
One thing for sure, friends will come when you have money. Usually, not all. So, real friends is hard to find.
So, I think we're gonna wrap up the comments by now. Earlier today, I went into the comment field and replied to a couple of comments how horrible people they were. And seems like most of the bad comments already deleted from our page. Still, you can find them all over the net, especially on other Facebook pages and stuff, with people not knowing Mike. I know I've seen some bad stuff on Reddit. But let's just finish with this from Genara. What is expected of these girls? It is not because you're in the place where there's a bar and you're there. It's expected that there are men who are rude and have a bad brain. Oh, it's just that you'll be there. Range asked for help or reported that he was scolded. Look at his answer in their interview. Really? He doesn't know what he's doing right now. He's like he's fooling himself. He wants to shoot him because he's only going to hit you because he's throwing a gun in his hand. Yeah, probably trying to say that he was scared shitless and Mike would have torn him a new one because of the behavior of Range that night. And my best bet is that the so-called famous Range was feeling
Yeah.
jealous or something like that. We don't know, but our speculations is at least not as horrible as some of those speculations out there. And at least we say it's speculation. We're not saying it's the truth. We're just saying it's highly more likely than what is being said.
Because we watched the interview, and the interview was, you said you went in the bar, you see one of your friends been harassing, and then you wasn't there. You just arrived from the car. Like hard to calculate.
It's hard to believe.
It's just,
he's not telling the truth. He's already been debunked by the police about a few issues I saw in a news article now. So obviously he is lying about things. So we just have to wait and see what the real truth is, if it ever comes out.
Yeah.
Most important is stop harassing Mike. Don't harass Mike's girlfriend, because I see that she's being harassed online too. That's just, stop it. She's struggling. She's struggling. His daughter is struggling. Don't make it worse than it already is. And I think we're just gonna end this with a little memorial from the time we spent with them in Mantayan Island.
Yeah.
And Virgin Island. So here goes. And I guess that's what we had to say for today. We will, of course, come with an update at a later point when there's news about the case. But for now, this is all we had.
Yep, that's all we have. And
yeah.
Bye-bye.
I guess so. Bye-bye.
And condolences, and we are rooting for
best of the wishes, and we're rooting for the justice that Mike deserves. Right now, let's show you who Mike really was. And here is our new friends. We're going to Virgin Island together. American guy, his daughter, and his lovely wife. And we're gonna have a great day today, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for watching this video all the way until the end. If you liked it, subscribe to our YouTube, subscribe to our Facebook. It would help out a lot. We also have a website called earthoftomorrow.com where you can find all of my videos. We have forum, travel reviews, product reviews, and a whole big community for everybody interested in anything to do with the Philippines.